Welcome everybody. Right, we're going to start today's session in child's pose. Coming down to your knees at the rear of the mat, knees wide apart, folding forwards, sinking your head towards the mat, sinking your hips down into your heels, just letting your hands relax out in front of you. Use this opportunity to reset yourself before starting today's practice, focusing on your breathing. This session is quite a punchy session, about 20 minutes long, taking you through what I call the warrior circuit. So running through all the warrior poses, starting a bit of a hatha style, so spending a bit of time on each pose, and then taking it to a full-on vinyasa flow for one breath, one movement. So you will be a bit puffed out by the time you finish, but hopefully you'll enjoy the session. Okay, coming out of your child's pose then, we're just going to come up onto our hands and knees and warm those hips up. So it's a familiar routine for us. Wiggling from side to side, making circles with the hips, going backwards and forwards, any direction that you feel is good for your body. Just trying to get a bit of heat in that area, preparing ourselves for what's coming ahead. And then we'll take the weight forward so our shoulders are over our wrists and really getting some heat into those wrists to get them prepared for the weight they're going to be taking throughout this session. Okay, come and find a seat on your heels, grow nice and tall with your back, and we're going to twist out to the right. Okay, left hand grabs right knee and shoulders twist out to the right, looking back over your mat. Then coming back to center momentarily, and then we're going to twist out to the left. So going tall with your back, twisting out those shoulders, looking behind you, working with your breath. So inhalation grows you tall, exhalation gives you the twist. Coming back to the center, come back onto hands and knees, and then push through into down dog. Walking out that dog, one leg straight, one leg bent, one leg straight, one leg bent, just to try and create some heat down the backs of our legs. And then we'll come and find some stillness. Now, lifting your right leg high to the air, rolling through, placing your right foot on the outside of the right hand, dropping the back knee. We'll find ourselves in lizard. The shoulder comes inside that right knee, and we're dropping our hips down and forwards. Open up to the right by placing your right hand on your right knee, twisting your shoulders out and taking a look at the sky. Remember to keep with your breath. Coming to both hands on the knee. We'll take a low lunge here, so pushing your hips forward, sucking your belly button in, trying to push forwards. Finally on this side, coming back into half splits, pushing your hips back, fingertips touch the floor as you suck your belly in towards your thigh on that front leg. Okay, bring both hands back to the mat. We're going to step back and then push back up to down dog. And we're going to get ourselves ready to go on the other side. Left leg raises long behind you, roll forward, place your left foot on the outside of your left hand, give it a little hand to get there if you need to, and drop your shoulders inside that knee. Okay, you should be feeling this stretch down your right thigh and into your left groin. And open up that knee a little to the left hand side, twist your shoulders out and look at the sky. Get more of a stretch into your groin. Come back to center, both hands go onto the knee, taking a low lunge, trying to push our pelvis forwards. Coming back into half splits, Again, let that belly button sink in towards the thigh. Try not to arch the back too much to force yourself into position. Okay, both hands coming back to the mat. And step back into our down dog. Pushing hips high again. Okay, from here, we're going to set ourselves up to do some scrunches. So first of all, you're going to lift your right leg back, scrunch your knee to chest, leg goes back, knee to right elbow, leg goes back, knee to left elbow, leg goes back, and then come back, resting down dog, preparing for the other side. So thinking towards taking our left side, remember to work with your breath. Every time you lift your leg back, you're inhaling. When you scrunch forward, you're exhaling into that scrunch. So lifting the left leg back, scrunch into chest first, lift back, scrunch to left elbow, lift back, scrunch to right elbow, lift back, and one more here, scrunch to the middle of the chest one more time, lift back, and then foot comes back, we'll take down dog, and we regain our breath, regain our focus here. So from here, taking a little step towards the front of the mat and hanging loose in ragdoll, swinging your shoulders and your hands from one side to the other. And then from here, we're just going to gradually work ourselves up nice and slow and come into standing. So by this point, it should be nice and warm. Okay, from here and in, we're going to start to set up to take our flow, one at a time through the warrior poses. Okay, so standing in a mountain pose, big toes close together, squeezing your thighs together, squeezing your bum cheeks together, palms facing forward, growing tall and strong. Okay, inhale, reach up for the sky. Exhale, take a forward fold. Inhale, come for a halfway lift. Exhale, take a forward fold, and then step back into high plank. Okay. Exhale as you lower down, taking your chaturanga. Inhale, flat up dog, and then exhale your way back into down dog. Okay, clear your breath here, clear your mind. Okay, and first of all, we're going to go on the right hand side. Okay, so lifting your right leg to the back of the sky, roll forwards, bring your foot down in between your hands, then peel yourself up into warrior one. Front leg bent, knee over ankle, back leg is straight, with the blade of the back foot planted to the floor, pointing 45 degrees towards the front of the mat. Spin out, take warrior two, arms go north and south, opening up your chest, opening up your hips to the side of the mat. Okay, from here, we're going to move into warrior three. So bring your hands together at the front in prayer, or your weight onto the front foot, and create a nice T with your back leg pointing out straight. Okay, coming back to warrior two, just reset yourself. Okay, and then from here, we're going to take our hands back down to the mat as we step back into high plank to flow through our vinyasa. So exhaling as you lower down, chaturanga, inhaling your up dog, and exhaling back into down dog. Take some breaths here as we prep for the left hand side. Okay, so left leg rises to the back, roll forward, plant your left foot in between your hands, and rise up into warrior one. Hands high up to the sky, palms facing each other, trying to squeeze your shoulder blades towards the front of the body. Okay, spinning out, take warrior two. Think about the blade of that back foot pushing into the floor. Make sure that knee stays steady over the front ankle, taking the gaze to infinity in front of you. Okay, and prepping for warrior three, hands come together in prayer, find your balance, roll forwards, try and find that T, try and find a long leg, trying to keep your foot flexed to the back, toes pointing at the floor. Okay, come back to warrior two, take some breaths here. Remember to keep on opening up to the side of the mat. Okay, and then from here on in, we'll take the hands to the mat and we'll flow through that vinyasa one more time. So exhaling as you lower down for chaturanga, inhaling for up dog, exhaling into down dog. So we're going to take the same sequence again, but we're going to finish with a different peak pose. So we're going to cut out warrior three and put humble warrior in its place. So raising the right leg to the sky, roll forward, foot comes between hands, rise up for warrior one. Okay, suck that belly in, don't let your ribs flail out. Keep that pelvis pointing forwards. Okay, spin out, take warrior two, opening up to the side, have a cheeky look at the backhand if you want to. And then from here, hands come behind your back, interlacing your fingers, quick look at the sky, and then roll your shoulders forward inside that front knee. Trying to keep your knee over your ankle. Trying to raise your hands towards the sky as much as you can. Come back to warrior two. Start to settle your breath. Think about your posture. Okay, and we come back, hands to mat. So we can step back into that high plank and then flow through that vinyasa one more time, and we'll all meet back in down dog. Take some clearing breaths and get ready to go on the left hand side. Try to work with your breath here. Left leg rises to the back, roll forward, place your left foot between your hands, rise up. Take warrior one, front leg bent, pushing down to the blade of the back leg. From here, we're going to spin out, take warrior two. Keep that knee over the ankle of the front leg, opening out to the side. From here, you're going to bring down your arms down behind you, interlacing your fingers. Okay, bending forwards at the hips, trying to get your shoulders inside that knee, lifting your arms as high as you can towards the sky, relaxing your neck, relaxing your head down. Come back up, take warrior two, clear your breath, try and clear your mind. So finishing this part of the sequence, bring our hands back to the front of the mat, step into high plank, exhale as we lower chaturanga, and inhale for your up dog, and exhale back into down dog. Take some clearing breaths, and for the next part of the flow, we're going to go vinyasa style. So one breath, one movement, if you listen out for the cues. So inhale, right leg rises, exhale, foot lands between hands, inhale, come up for warrior one, exhale to warrior two, inhale, reach forward, flip your palm, exhale, reverse that warrior, inhale, come back to warrior two. Bring your hands to the center of the chest, we can take the warrior three, okay, get your balance, we're going to hold here as a peak pose. Okay, come back down, warrior two, bring your hands behind your back, interlace your fingers, inhale as you take a look at the sky, exhale to humble warrior, holding here in peak pose. Okay, coming back to warrior two before we take our hands back down to the mat. Step back into high plank, exhale as you lower down, inhale for up dog, exhale into down dog. Okay, here, inhale, take your left foot high, exhale, roll forward, foot between hands, inhale for warrior one, exhale, spin out warrior two, inhale, reach forward, exhale, reverse your warrior, come back through warrior two momentarily, and then put your hands together in prayer in front, balance on that left leg, and take warrior three and hold, keep breathing. And coming back through warrior two, then we interlace our fingers behind our back, inhale as we look to the sky, exhale, take humble warrior and hold peak pose. Keep breathing, come back through warrior two, and then then we're going to take our hands back to the mat and flow through that vinyasa one more time. Okay, exhaling as you lower, chaturanga, inhaling for up dog, exhaling into down dog. Taking some clearing breaths here. We're going to finish here with one last set of dog crunches, starting on the right side. So right leg rises, scrunch knee to chest, leg rises, knee to right elbow, leg rises, knee to left elbow, leg rises, knee to chest, leg rises, come back to down. Take a couple of breaths. Move into the left hand side. Okay, so left leg rises, scrunch knee to chest, left leg rises, knee to left elbow, leg rises, knee to right elbow, leg rises, knee to chest, leg rises, come back to down. And then from here we're going to come back down to our knees and take child's pose to start to regain our breath. Okay. Use this as a bit of recovery. Okay, remember, if you can control your breath, you control your heart rate, and you control your mind. So concentrate on that breathing and listen to your heart pounding away. So there's a simple sequence here. If you control your breath, you control the heart rate, you control the mind. So keep on concentrating on that breath work. Feel your heart pounding, but you'll start to feel it slowing down as you control that breath. And from here, we're going to gradually bring ourselves up to seated, hips down on our heels, back nice and tall. And we'll take a twist out to the right, looking over our right shoulder towards the back of the mat. Coming back to centre momentarily, and we'll take the twist out to the left. Using the right hand on the left knee to pull ourselves round, working with the breath on the exhalation, trying to get a bit more of a twist into the shoulders. From here, I'm going to come into puppy. Bring your hands right to the front of the mat, stack your hips above your knees, and gradually lower your head down towards the floor. Keep your arms nice and long, try and keep your elbows off the floor. Try and squeeze your shoulders and your armpits down towards the floor. And then finally, we're going to find some rest by making a pillow with our hands, resting our forehead down on it, lying down on our front. Just getting back in tune with our breathing. Okay, so at this point, I was on the verge of being washed away by the incoming tide. So I had to cut it short here. Hope you've enjoyed this video today. If you could like and subscribe, that would be absolutely fantastic. And I shall see you all soon.